Hey, good evening, community groups. I'm so excited that we're launching tonight and that you have joined together with your group. Again, it's been good to be together after these months that we've been separated. I've got a very specific job for us tonight. In just a few minutes, I want to remind you about why. Why do we do community groups? What's the purpose? Why are you joining together on these, Sunday nights over the course of these next months? And then I need to launch our fall teaching series. So I'm going to try to do those things here in just a couple of minutes. We've talked about this before, but there's really two great purposes for community groups. One is a space for genuine fellowship. God designed the church to be more than just a place to come and sit and watch and leave. The church was designed to be a place to belong, a place to be known, a place where we can share our burdens and share our joys together, where we can find accountability and encouragement. I visited a family in their home a few years ago, and I'll never forget this. I remember sitting down on their couch and dropping a little pamphlet, church brochure, on a coffee table in front of us. And when I put it down, the husband and wife started to cry. And immediately they said, "We have been looking for this." And what they're talking about was this just a little piece of information that said this is a place to belong. We live in a world where for some people they don't have places to belong. We are looking for community. We're looking for family. And the church, as God designed it, was not meant to just be only a gathering space. It was meant to be a place where community developed, where we can help and encourage and pray for each other. So it is a space for genuine fellowship, and the Bible calls us to that. And it's also a place to grow together. Fellowship and spiritual growth, they go together. And our community groups are designed to be that space for you. You probably don't remember this, but when we launched our groups 2+ years ago, that first night we talked about some very specific intentions of what we're trying to accomplish. I don't have time to go through all of them, but I will tell you the first thing. Fellowship is not just a nice idea, it is absolutely essential for spiritual growth. We really believe that. And so tonight, as you gather on this first night, as we launch into a new series of gathering together and teaching together, we fundamentally believe that fellowship is a crucial part of our spiritual growth. So I'm glad that you've made this commitment, and we're looking forward to seeing what God does. So here's my second task. My job is to launch this new fall teaching series. When you got formally introduced to Harvest, you attended a foundations class somewhere along the way. We communicate something in that foundations class, and actually it's communicated in a number of other places. It's an idea that there are 5 Harvest church family expectations. And I want to tell you why we talk about that. We genuinely believe that you will never lead a fulfilling, joy-filled life without faithfulness in these areas. All of us can think about somebody that we would know whose life would be a standout picture of someone that lives a genuine, faithful Christian life. Many of you know a number of people like that. And, somebody that lives that genuine life is, there are marks of that person. There are disciplines in their life. There are things that demonstrate who they are and why that faith is so genuine. A genuine faith makes a difference in our relationships, difference in your dating life, difference in your marriage, difference in your work, difference in who you are in and out of work. So Harvest is a church, we try to be a type of church that is hyper-focused on how do we help people walk and live a genuine faith life. And we've determined and recognize that there are 5 things that lead to a genuine faith. I've been answering this question for 25 years. What does genuine faith looks like? I'm a believer. How do I walk with Christ? And there's a lot of pieces to that. We all know that. But I think we can boil down to 5 critical things that we've determined that we want to help each other with. We want to walk along beside each other and encourage 5 things that actually grow or mature your Christian faith. 5 catalysts, 5 ingredients. If you could kind of think about it like a recipe, 5 ingredients for somebody that wants to develop a growing, maturing, enduring faith in God. So if you want your faith to grow, here you go. In the course of the next few months, we're going to talk about 5 key areas, 5 church expectations. We expect you to be growing. We expect you to be faithful. We expect you to be serving. We expect you to be giving. And we expect you to be sharing your faith. Our desire is that in each of these next teaching sessions, you would receive a compelling case for why each commitment leads to this fulfilling, joy-filled, genuine life of faith. If there's anything that I've learned about pastoring, it's that pastoring is not about control, it's not about coercion, it is always about example and invitation. We are continually striving to invite you to a compelling life of faith. There has to be something more beautiful about what I'm joining than what I'm leaving behind. And so I hope that you'll see and that you'll sense in these coming weeks as different ones of our pastors talk about these 5 key ingredients. I hope that you'll see there's a compelling case for these life practices. We're going to share them together as a church family. And then practicing these disciplines together, holding each other accountable, it produces a church family, a community that is compelling to those that would watch and compelling to those who would look on. I mean, I think about it this way. There has to be a compelling reason for me to come to a church when it would be just as easy to go to brunch on Sunday morning, or just as easy to find something else to do on Sunday nights. There's got to be something compelling that we're inviting you into. And we're going to talk about 5 things that will help you live a joy-filled, fulfilling Christian life. And I think you'll be encouraged by it. So I'm glad that you joined us together in these days. I hope it's going to be profitable. We're going to pass it back to your community group leaders now. You're going to get a chance to share some prayer requests. I'd encourage you, as you get to know the others in your group, I'd encourage you to share your heart, share your life, pray for each other, truly join in community as we fellowship together. All right, I hope you have a great night. We'll see you again on Sunday.